Companies such as Google profit from the effectiveness of their online advertisements. These advertisements are more effective when these companies utilize information that they are able to gather from their users to determine which sort of advertisements the users would most likely be interested in. These companies may analyze the web page that the user is viewing or the emails that the user receives in their inbox. There are countless ways that these companies may gather information from their users. However, all have one result: the sacrifice of the user's privacy for profit. These practices may be disabled by the user. However, most users may not even realize that these practices are occurring, as they are enabled by default when the user is using the advertiser's services. The advertisement companies produce records of the user's personal data in giant databases, which can then be mined for data showing which products or services which users would most likely be interested in. These companies may know more about their users than those users actually understand. When downloading an app on Android-powered devices, for instance, the platform would give the user the option to accept or deny the access levels for that application in regard to their personal data. For instance, location, personal identity, etc. Some applications need privileges to access data such as location, for example, if the application's purpose is to give the users driving directions. This sort of application would use the user's location to determine the starting point for the driving directions. The user would generally accept the notion that the application can access this information because of understandable operational purposes. In some instances, however, applications require access to data that may not be relevant to the function of the device. For instance, some gaming applications whose only purpose is entertainment would require data such as user's location for the purpose only of targeted advertising. This location would be uploaded to the advertisement client's server, where it is then determined which advertisements are most relevant to that user. For instance, if the user is using a recipe guide application near downtown Atlanta, advertisements for restaurants in that area will appear. Third-party advertisement companies provide the code that is implemented in their clients' applications just to do that.